Can you get out of bad contracts? Well, maybe. It depends. There's a theory in law called rescission of contract. Rescission of contract is when you pretty much undo the contract. You usually need to prove things like fraud or mutual mistake. For example, in the context of real estate, if you're buying a property, say you buy a piece of land and they told you that it doesn't have toxic substances underneath, and then you want to build something and then you find toxic substances underneath that literally prevent you from building what you wanted to build and the very purpose of which you bought that property to begin with, that land. So that may be a situation where if they lie to you and you can prove fraud, you could be able to argue rescission, basically that the contract never happened. It is undone. This is not breach of contract. The contract is undone. It usually attacks the formation of the contract. So you need to first have, a valid contract, then some legal basis for fraud or mistake that you need to prove, and then you also need to show to a court that there is no adequate remedy at law. That means that you need to prove that if someone pays you money, that's not enough, that you actually need to go as far as to undo the whole thing because you don't have good civil damages that will put you whole, and therefore we have to give you a remedy called inequity, which is basically injustice. In that scenario, you could potentially rescind your contract.